Hey everyone, today we're here to speak with Don Carlos. He's the owner of Digital Signs for Less. They're your one-stop shop for your digital advertising needs for small businesses to mid-sized businesses. They offer everything from signs, banners, vehicle wraps, embroidery, website design. So without further ado, we're very excited to speak to Don Carlos. Thank you very much, Don Carlos, for meeting with us today. We're very excited to hear more about not only your business, but about you as a business owner, your story, your history. How is it that you started the business? What are some of the struggles you went through when starting? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's a pleasure to be able to tell my story, brief story about my beginnings on building up this operation. And yes, whenever you choose to follow up your dreams, you make many dreams, but it takes effort and being strong under adversity to be able to come this far. And yes, our beginning was very difficult under stress. We started out in 2000, coming out from a family of working people in this country. All the tradition for my familia was to go 8 to 5, like everybody else. But me, myself, I didn't want to be in that position. I wanted to start my own business. And since I was told by my father to run my own business, that's the way we established our dreams with my familia, my sons, my wife, and having all the help and understanding from my wife to start my own business, regardless of how stressful, how difficult it was for us as a family to start out. Because every dream, you don't start with a lot of money. You start with a lot of dreams.
A lot of hard work.
And you expect to pay the price by going to do work hard more than ever. And that's how we did. 2000, that was the year. And so far, we are really thankful because we've been able to build up every year it's getting better and better. We have a great customer base, we have great relations, and yes, dreams come true. If you give everything that you have with passion, with good service, and good, honest relations with your customers.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
What about going back even a little bit before that? I know that when you first came into this country, you didn't immediately start the business, right? Even before that, you were working for another sign company.
Yeah, there was another sign company in 1974 in North Hollywood. I worked for them for 4 years. I started out as a trainee. By my 3rd year, I was the supervisor, running the company they call Sending Letters. And from there, I discovered my destiny.
Your passion.
My passion. I found my thrill.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my beginning, 1974, as a sign fabricating and designing. Mm-hmm.
I know right now you have an office with some very equipped technology and everything. Even going back to the beginning, how is it that you started? Were you at this location?
No, we have a previous location at San Fernando Mission Boulevard, right here in the same city, Mission Hills. And all we had back then was one computer, one binocular, and many dreams, and one full pile of bills to pay. That's how we started out.
What would you say was the biggest struggle in the beginning when you were starting? Was it getting the equipment, getting the customers, staying on top of the bills? What would you say was one of the biggest struggles?
That was a combination of getting new customers, having and gaining their confidence to give us the opportunity to do their signs, and learning the trade, because this is an everyday learning experience. no matter how many years you've been involved in the sign business, there is always something new that you need to learn.
Yeah.
And that's what we managed. And I managed to have a great help from my family, my son Angel, who is my assistant, my right hand. He was standing before me, helping me out to resolve any issues when they arrive. And he's the man
Yeah.
for this company.
Well, and hopefully the one is going to take it to the next level,
Yes,
the next
he's the one,
generation.
yes.
I know that you do many different things, not only signs, but you also do vehicle wraps, you also do t-shirts, embroidery, you also do
Yes,
signs.
yes.
What's the next stage of your business that you see it going?
Well, at
Are
this
you-
moment, we are concentrating getting into digital marketing. That's our new goal, to establish ourselves. Since we have a wide market for everyone on the internet, we are choosing to have a new service in our office, digital marketing. That's the next project. And of course, we would like to open up a second office
Nice.
very soon. We are positioning ourselves to get a second office and positioning ourselves to buy our own shopping center to establish ourselves.
Nice, like
That's
your
coming
own
up.
plaza?
Our own plaza, yes.
Nice.
Yes,
Are you,
sir.
so you're going to put your own business there and other businesses
Yes,
surrounding it also?
exactly.
Nice.
That's our goal. Yes.
Great. Even touching on a little bit of it, kind of back to your beginnings, what were you like as a kid growing up?
Well, I was always driven by my motivation to have money in my pockets. I was growing up and I learned to provide for myself with everything that I wanted. When I wanted to buy a toy, I would work hard to get the money to buy me that toy. If I want to buy clothes, I will do the same. That's how I grew up. My motivation was to be always capable of buying my dreams.
Yeah.
And until now, I got my dreams. I got my hobbies, and I follow up my hobbies.
Great. Do you find yourself incorporating your hobbies and also what you do for a living? Do they cross paths at all?
Well, not exactly. The point is, my hobbies are on the sports, which is horses. I love horses. I have racing horses,
Nice.
and that's like my escape from my daily stress when I go to the track and watch my horses run.
That's pretty
Yes.
awesome. Kind of little story. I just went horseback riding for the first time this past Saturday over in Norco, California. It's like the capital of horses.
Yes,
so
they have
it's
a
just
lot
funny you're
over there,
mentioning that.
yes,
It's pretty
yes.
cool.
Yes. So but this is only part of my life. What I like to do, I like to dedicate my life onto my business from Monday through Saturday. Sunday is my wife's day, so we go to the beach. We enjoy ourselves as a husband and wife.
Yeah. You got to work hard and you got to play hard and support your family. And
That I respect that discipline for many years. Time to work, time to spend with the familia, with my family, my wife, or my kids. We eventually get together every month, every 2 weeks, and we enjoy great relationship. That's why we can be working together on this business as a family. Not everyone works for me, but they come and visit me, and we combine
nice.
our businesses. From here, I raise my kids. I teach them the rules of life. If you work hard, you dedicate, you learn, you can make a nice living. And thank God they are always busy working for their family
No.
and providing for them. So
That's going to make it easier for them to see an example in you how hard work pays off, and then they can
Mhm.
transition that into their own lives and to grow their own things also. So that's pretty
yes,
cool.
Yes, and that's my legacy. Basically, that's my legacy for my familia, because this is a new generation. All my kids, they grow with the mentality of running their own business. And so far, I think I I did good because everyone is running their own business on their own side. So
Well, like you said, a lot of people in this country were raised to think, hey, we have to work the 9 to 5. We
Yes,
have to stick to the
yes.
plan. And, in schools even, they don't teach you a lot about personal finance and growth that way and stuff. So it's
Yes.
great for you to be teaching that in your own home. And kind of along those lines, as a final question, what advice would you give young entrepreneurs that are trying to get started in whichever business that they're going into? What advice would you give somebody starting
you have
out?
to prepare, hit the books, burn the midnight oil, and work for somebody. Work for somebody. Give time for somebody to be your teacher, your master.
Hold on to them like a mentor.
Don't care about how much money you make.
Learn first.
Care about what you've been learning from this person. That's the obstacle in many generations. They want to make money before they can learn. And you need to learn before you can make the money.
Learn and fail, and then learn from that failure,
Yes.
and then apply it to
And then
succeed.
you'll be prepared to make money, but doesn't work the other way. It goes from kindergarten to high school.
Yeah,
And you cannot climb from kindergarten all the way to high school. You need to pay the price.
Yeah.
Learning from the persons who are involved in what you really like.
very true.
That's the basic rule in life. And save.
Yeah,
Make good use of your money, and remember who gave you that money. Not because you know so much. That money comes from a divine power, and pay respect to that divine power.
amen.
Yes, always.
Amen. And honestly, it's a blessing and an honor